If you're still trying to figure out your embouchure and where to place your mouth on the mouthpiece and reed, this lesson is for you. I'm going to show you 3 different ways for you to improve your embouchure muscles so that you can get a nice sound on the sax. The first thing you need to do is just learn the correct embouchure. A lot of people are just putting their lip right over their bottom teeth like this. And this is not really the best way to get a good sound on the sax. A lot of classical players use this, but what I like to use is called the fat lip approach. And I just want to show you how to figure out how to get that embouchure without the saxophone. So we're going to do a va sound like this. Va, va. And where our top teeth meet our bottom lip is where you want to imagine putting the reed and mouthpiece. Va, va. All right, so right there. And you want to actually have your lip kind of pouting out just a little bit. So the reed is actually resting in between the inner part of your lip and the outer part of your lip, like this. And I'm going to show you how to do this with the mouthpiece and reed in a second, but I just want you to get this into your head. You don't want to be putting your lip right over your bottom teeth, having your lip disappear. You want to do a va sound, have your top teeth meet your bottom lip, and place your reed in that position. So let me show you how it works with the mouthpiece and reed, and I'm going to just use the neck and the mouthpiece and reed. So don't use the rest of the saxophone, just use the mouthpiece and reed and the neck, because this is the best way to start practicing the correct embouchure. My name is Alexander Matthias from saxophonemasterclass.com, and if you want to learn more about how to do warm-ups like this to improve your embouchure, check out my Essential Saxophone Warm-Ups Guide. It's completely free. Just go to saxophonemasterclass.com/warm-ups. There's a link below in the description. So again, we're doing the va sound, va, and where our top teeth meet our bottom lip is where we want to place the reed. Va. And then, once we've done that, we place our teeth on top. Like that. We seal our lips around it. And then we push back the sides of our mouth like this. And when you're placing your lip on the reed, make sure to find the point where the reed meets the mouthpiece, because that is going to be where you want to position your mouth. So we're going to put our finger right up to where the reed meets the mouthpiece, and we're going to put our bottom lip there. So at this point, obviously, you're going to have to blow into the reed and mouthpiece, and you want to start practicing this by just getting some diaphragmatic breathing. So you want to practice just going with your back straight, with your head looking forward. Take a deep diaphragmatic breath into your belly. So you notice my shoulders aren't really moving too much, and I'm keeping my back straight. And you want to keep everything relaxed. So make sure you're doing that 3 or 4 or 5 times before you even try to blow into the mouthpiece and reed. But once you've done that, go back to what we talked about. Do a va sound, va. Place the reed on your bottom lip, put your teeth on top, va. Seal your lips, and then push the sides of your mouth back. And now we take a deep diaphragmatic breath. And so this is the best way to warm up your embouchure and actually warm up your diaphragmatic breathing too, because this is going to be essential for getting a good tone on the sax. And this is what helps you with not developing pain in your embouchure. If you have great breath support, you're not going to get as much pain in your embouchure, because if you're not getting enough breath, you're overcompensating by biting down with your embouchure, with your bottom teeth. And this can cause pain. You can start getting pain in your bottom lip because your teeth is putting pressure in your bottom lip, etc., etc. So getting that breath support is actually really important for your embouchure. And you want to practice your embouchure and getting a long tone, that's like an 8-second long tone, up to 10, 12, 14 seconds with just the mouthpiece and neck. So that's the number one thing to do to improve your embouchure. So the second thing you want to do to really improve your embouchure is to practice tonguing the reed as well. Again, we're just going to use the mouthpiece and neck, and we're going to use a metronome. I'm going to set it to 60 BPM. This means that it's going to be 1 beat per second. And I'm just going to play the mouthpiece and neck to the metronome and tongue each note like this. So now we're thinking of a couple of different things. We're trying to get our embouchure right, but now we're starting to tongue the note every second, every beat. And it's really important to be able to do this to play songs, to be able to play scales, to be able to work on your technique. You need to be able to keep a great embouchure while you're tonguing the reed. So that's your next exercise that you should be practicing, and this is also going to help you with improving your rhythm on the sax as well. Third exercise to improve your embouchure is actually now take the neck off the mouthpiece, put your neck back on the saxophone, and we're just going to use the mouthpiece. This is a little harder, this is a little more difficult, but this is really going to improve your embouchure muscles and really build up that strength. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to do a long tone. We're going to play the mouthpiece and reed by itself using the embouchure formation we talked about before and try to hold it for about 8 seconds. So this is a lot harder. You need a lot more breath support. You're not going to be able to get the long tone as long as 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds like you did with the mouthpiece and neck together. But this is really going to build up your embouchure strength. And it's actually going to really improve your tone as well. And it's going to force you to get more breath support. So just practice the mouthpiece by itself with the reed and do it 4 or 5 times doing a long tone just like this. Now it might sound a little wavery at first, maybe something like this. And that's because you haven't developed the strength in your embouchure yet. The goal is to keep as steady as possible, which is going to be very hard to do, and even pro sax players have a difficult time with keeping it completely steady and completely in tune. But that should be the goal when you're playing with just a mouthpiece. So this is an advanced technique. I wouldn't do this in the first couple of weeks of playing the saxophone, but as you start playing for longer on the saxophone, this is a great thing to practice every single day. This is a great warm-up technique. If you're switching between different saxophones, this is also a great warm-up technique to switch from alto to, say, tenor. Get the tenor neck, practice those mouthpiece and neck exercises, practice just the mouthpiece exercises. This is going to help you transition between one saxophone and another. So that is 3 ways to start improving your embouchure on the saxophone. I really hope you enjoyed this. Remember, if you want to get more warm-up techniques, check out my Essential Saxophone Warm-Ups Guide. There's a link below this video in the description, or you can just go to saxophonemasterclass.com/warmups. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, go and check out this next lesson on how to improve your tone on the sax using my BET saxophone tone system, which stands for breathing, embouchure, and throat. I go into a lot more detail on how you can start building more advanced exercises into your practice routines. All right, my friend, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy playing.